Okay, so we have the whole machine taken down, degreased. This is the housing for the gearbox assembly or the Planetary gear assembly. And so I've taken the grease off of all of this just to show you how it comes apart clearly. Now this is the gear that if you have attachments, this just slides out. And you'll know if this is bad if the rest of your mixer works but it skips on the attachment, then this is wearing off. And if you have a wheat grinder or something like that, you are putting extra load and it will wear out. The worm gear follower, I'll show you that. Next, this little collar slides right off. And then this gear kind of locks in place. You have to pry it up a little. But before you do that, actually, let me back up here. It's not on here because I'm doing a video to show you, but there's a retaining ring here, and you need some special pliers, retaining ring pliers. I got them at Home Depot. They look like this, and they're adjustable with different size bits. It's worth it if you're going to do any repair. Now I'm just showing you kind of the basics here of how to take it apart. I'm going to do a repair video separately. It will also have this part in it, but once you take off that retaining pin, if you want to see the repair video, I'll put a link that you can click on. So this slides off. Okay, now there is a pin right here that holds in. I'll push it, just pushes, slides in and out, and that holds this gear. I'll get a toothpick here. Okay, that holds this whole shaft in. Actually, this is this, you may recognize this, and there's a retaining ring that also goes here. Now this rotates around on some teeth, so you want to inspect this as well, and the teeth on the underside. If you mix something, maybe somebody said they bought a mixer that somebody tried to mix 2 pounds of cold butter and it stripped all the gears. So anyway, this just slides off when you take the retaining pin off, and then you have the worm follower gear right here, and it interlocks into this top gear here. So as you can see, it's got room for the pin, and it interlocks so they're snug. Now here's the worm gear, and there's a bearing here. It's just like a friction fit bearing, so you just want to be careful. And then this piece right here, this brass piece, fits vertically in. It's kind of just a loose fit, and then the motor spins that. So that is the teardown. I'm going to grease all of this. You want to make sure you pack this with grease when you put it back together. So we're going to go through those steps, but I just wanted to show you the take apart just in case you've got parts extra at the end. You want to make sure that you don't have any extra pieces at the end and it's assembled properly. So we'll put the worm gear in, and then we'll get the we're actually going to grease all the parts as we go, and I'll put a link in the description to where you get this grease. It is a special grease. It's not just any kind of Home Depot grease. Should have just used one finger. And you want to be very generous with this. Now sometimes people's Planetaries leak the grease. You don't want that to happen either, especially if you don't use the right kind of grease. And you can't use Vaseline.